JP, what was your biggest takeaway from this one? It just seemed like the shots weren't falling, and then things got tough defensively in the pick and rolls.
Yeah, offensively, just not generating good shots. I think we kind of got stuck in playing a little bit too much one-on-one and not moving the ball, finding the open man. And defensively, just communication, playing hard. I mean, in the defense of our players, we got a lot of guys who hadn't played in the last 4 days, so fatigue was kind of a factor. But through it all, I thought they battled. We didn't lay down, we didn't give up, and in the second half, I thought we played much better, more physical. Again, communication was a big factor defensively, and then just playing faster, creating open shots offensively.
We knew Jairus could play point. We didn't see it in the game one, and then you said you changed things up. What led to that shift, and then we saw even more of that today? And what did you want to get out of that?
Well, I've been telling people all along he's a very versatile player. He's really comfortable with the ball in his hands, playing in pick and roll. And with those other guys out, we want to exploit that and just take a look at it and see how it looks. And like I said, he's very versatile, very gifted offensively, and he sees plays. Right? He's able to put the ball on the floor and create opportunities for his teammates.
I think communication is just a lot of new faces playing together and the lack of chemistry, because especially there in that second quarter or second half, you could see guys being like, no, that was you.
Yeah. I mean, communication is one thing. I think fatigue was also another thing. And then just being down, guys trying to make plays and create steals and get easy buckets, trying to get us back in the game. For us, the coaching staff, we just preach to these guys, we got to stay solid at all times, get stops and run, and that'll help our offense out a lot.
How about the next couple of games? Does anything change, or is it same game plan, that sort of thing?
Same game plan, yeah. Just try to get stops, communicate defensively, and let that fuel our offense. Get out, run fast, attack the rim, and look to spray out for threes.
And Isaiah Wong said, he's trying to get more reps at the point guard position as well to try to, that's what he'll have to do to be able to get minutes. What did you see from him when he was handling the ball as well as shooting?
Yeah, I think, I think it's our job as a coaching staff to put him in position to be successful. We have to get him more pick and roll situations, more situations where he can show his leadership and be a point guard. It's going to be a process for him. Just being a scorer most of his career. Better today, I think, than the first two games, and we're just looking for growth from him in that area.
And for you, you've kind of been able now to finally settle in and gotten more comfortable in your role?
Absolutely. Night and day from game one to game 2 and 3. Much more comfortable. Both, during games, during practice. So a lot like Isaiah, it's a process for me as well, and I'm learning and growing probably more so than anybody.
Different was at the start of the game in that it was 50 minutes kind of after when you were supposed to, and everybody maybe came out a little bit cold and not warmed up. Did you feel that?
It felt like an AAU game, coming in with only with 5-minute warm-ups, but I felt like we did a good job trying to prepare as much as possible to get in the game. We started out slow, but we got on the roll, and our legs started catching up to us and stuff. But I think as a team we did well, and as we played our hardest today.
Without the other three, how did your attitude or mindset shift going into these other games without them?
Just trying to play my hardest, play my game. Coach told me just play my game and just try to get the other players involved, I was trying to do that at the same time and just trying to lead us to a W. We came up short today, and I feel like that's just a learning process for me and hopefully the team too.
How far along do you feel like you've come just in learning this group and learning what the Pacers are wanting and what JP's been preaching?
I've been learning a lot, just for me, I've been worried on the most of my is on the defensive part and just being more of a point guard. I feel like coming into all these games, I'm learning more and more, and I'm just showing increasingly doing well over and over the games. But I feel like the coaches are helping me a lot, and just they're watching film with me. They're doing a lot and trying to make me be the best of myself, and I appreciate them for that.
Is that something maybe you expect to do more of the rest of the summer league is handling the ball and running the one a little bit?
Most definitely, just coming in in this league, they told me I got to be the one, and secondary is the two. But I feel like for me to be the best player I could be is got to be at the one. Try to make for other players and get everybody involved, and just try to help the team as much as possible.
Anything Andrew talked to you about or teach you about either this game or the Pacers culture in general?
For me, I just watch him every day. Just how he comes off ball screens and just how he makes the great passes. I'm learning from him every day. Sometimes I try to pick his brain and he lets me know a little bit every day. But he's been a great mentor for me. Just coming in to practice and now watching him at games, it's just a great help for me and is a great help for the team.
How difficult was it? Seemed like that pick and roll that you kept getting put in, where you'd have to switch off into Chet, and then he was having some success there under the basket.
Yeah, Chet he's a tall player, so for me, I'm like 6'3", and it's kind of hard trying to keep up with all of them. But just I feel like at the end of the day, you got to try your hardest because you're getting ISO in the paint, so you got to do your best, and that's the way we play defense. So you just got to do the best that you can and try to make something happen out of it.
What do you think about Jarris kind of running the point at times as a point forward?
Jarris, I feel like he's a great point guard. He can handle the ball. He can find cuts. He can do everything. I feel like he could do everything. He could play defense. He could shoot. He could handle the ball. He could play point. And he's a great pickup Indiana guy. And he's showing it right now in the summer league, and hopefully he shows it in the NBA too. Just like the whole going through the games, going through everything, playing against all these players. It just the competition level. I love it so far, and it's just going to every game is hard competition, and it just it's the NBA. So it's that's the whole process I'm enjoying.
And what have you enjoyed the most about playing with Mo King so far?
Mo King, he's a great shooter. He can get the ball, he catch and shoot, and he can play defense at the other end. He's a great help to the team, and he can play with the best of them.
Starting 45 minutes later, I'm guessing all of you were kind of cold and not warmed up like you typically are.
Yeah, it's just you're ready to play, and then you got to wait 30, 40 minutes so you get all tight. But it wasn't a start that we wanted, but we just had to overcome that, but it was hard.
For you, do you have an appreciation right now for kind of every game after so much time away?
Yeah, it feels amazing to be on the court, especially with my teammates. You forget what it feels like to be healthy and just having fun out there. What
has been your takeaway from you being back out there in the flow of things? What do you have, and what maybe is going to take a little bit more time for you?
Just getting used to the pace again and the play and just getting back in the motion. 3 games in, starting to come back easier, and just got to keep going.
One thing a lot of players prefer is actually that gym you just were in because it's more of a basketball feel versus the entertainment side. Do you feel that? Do you feel like you could really focus more on the game in that?
Yeah, I do more of a compact area. It felt good in there, but I think both are pretty cool.
How about Jarris and what he's been able to accomplish and today running point a lot?
Yeah, very versatile, especially on the defensive end, and then just getting to stop and bringing it up. Great player.
Did you know he could handle the ball quite like that and kind of be the point forward? Or?
Yeah, I used to play against him in high school when he was on IMG, and he was doing that stuff back there, so yeah.